Ron Callis here. Thanks for tuning in to our 7th installment of our 5-minute marketing series focused on SEO. In case you missed any of our previous videos, you can visit onefirefly.com and you can check out the 5-minute marketing series. Now, in previous videos, we focused on local and on-site SEO. Those are two of the 4 pillars of SEO. Today, we're going to talk about off-site SEO. Off-site SEO is really the impact that links back to your website from websites out on the internet, the impact that they have on the visibility and effectiveness and authority of your website. Now, when you look at Google and how do they ultimately rank your website against everyone else out there, there are 200 plus ranking factors, and backlinks are considered a top 10 ranking factor. In other words, they're one of the most important things that you can take an active approach to impact to affect the way that you're showing up in search. Now, here are some example pieces of data helping you understand one of the core tenets of backlinks, and that's something called the domain authority. So the domain authority is a 1 to 100 score. You could think of it in effect as your credit score online that will give you an idea on the power or impact of your website or the likelihood of your website to show up in a search result. So a typical integrator, we'll call it an average integrator, has a domain authority between 1 and 15. Some of the best integrators out there have something around 16 to 40 as a domain authority. And then some of the biggest brands in our industry could have 41 plus, such as Lutron, Sony, and Google. Let's look at some specific examples. So here you see Y Appliance. This is a great integrator out of the Northwest, and they have a domain authority of 36. If you look at Lutron, they have a domain authority of 61. You look at Sony, they have a domain authority of 92. And then, of course, one of the best known brands in the world, Google, they have a domain authority of 94. So domain authority is specifically calculated or factored based on a number of different criteria. One is the age of your domain. So how long ago did you purchase or lease the domain that your website's operating under? Additionally, it's factored based on the number of quality links back to your website. Now, a quality link is something we're going to call a website with a higher domain authority than your website linking to you. And of course, it also is affected by the structure of your website and how searchable or crawlable is that by Google when they're crawling your website. So here's an example of a CE Pro story, a marketing article, and in that article, they are linking back to OneFirefly's website. Now, OneFirefly has a domain authority of 31 as of the time of recording this video, and CE Pro has a higher domain authority. So the fact that they're linking back to the OneFirefly website, that is good for the OneFirefly website, and that's considered a quality link back. So there are high quality links and there are low quality links. So we'll just focus on the high quality links. These are ideally websites that are relevant to your industry or the service solutions and brands that you offer. They are considered the authorities on their subject matter. So not only do they have a high domain authority, but they're authorities on that subject matter. And it's natural, meaning they had a purpose. It wasn't purchased or cheated in any way. It is logical and reasonable as deemed by Google when they are crawling and looking at where these links are coming from, that they, based on the content on their website, would be linking to your website. Google is looking for links that are suspect and ultimately that could harm you in the search rankings. So what you want, of course, are the high quality links, not the low quality links. And in fact, we generally would call that white hat. You want best practice or white hat backlink strategies employed for your business versus black hat methods. Often, if something sounds too good to be true, it is. If the links are super low cost or you're getting them in bulk or in volume, it is likely that they are going to be more harmful to your business than helpful to your business. So some of the most obvious examples of quality link backs to your website, these should be relatively easy and straightforward for you, and that is all of your social media platforms. So not only when we're talking directory listings, and we talked a little bit about this in local SEO, but also as a quality link back, all of those big social platforms, you would want them to list your name, address, phone number, and your website URL, and that's going to be helpful to you. Some of the other more obvious examples would be all of your brands. So you all, carry dozens of brands of products. Some of those manufacturers includes directory listings on their website. You want that name, address, phone number, and website URL to link back to your website. And there's a good, easy, straightforward way to get a quality link back to your website. Now, you're probably wondering, what is your domain authority and or what are your competitors' domain authority? So here's a QR code. This is bringing you over to the Moz website. This is a free tool. There's no catches here. You can just drop in your URL and you can get a quick idea of your score. And highly recommend that you do that. It'll help enlighten where you're at and perhaps where you want to go. And in case you've missed any of our previous content or want to grab those videos and share them out with your team or your friends in the industry, you can scan this QR code or you can visit us at onefirefly.com. Hope you're finding all of this 5-minute marketing content on SEO helpful, and we'll see you on the next video.